The counter-argument rebuttal, a persuasive technique. A counter-argument defined is an argument or set of reasons put forward to oppose an idea or theory developed in another argument. A rebuttal is when you respond directly to your opponent's argument or their main point to explain or show how or why they are wrong. So, a counter-argument rebuttal is when you're directly addressing your opponent's main set of reasons or their ideas in the overall topic. Step 1 is to think from your audience's point of view. Remember, your target audience is a person or group of people who disagree with your point. Your goal is to persuade them to think like you do or do what you're asking them to. Maybe you have friends or family that you know disagree with your main points. Ask them to engage in a discussion and try to understand what their opinions are and how they would use supporting details and research to argue with your points. In addition, you should conduct research on both sides of the argument. In order to develop an effective argument, you must fully understand both sides of the issue. Next, consider how you will counter those main points from your opposing side. How can you refute them? It's okay if you can't come up with ideas on your own. You should be using research. Be sure that you're not offending your audience or showing any type of bias. Instead, you should use examples and facts. If you believe blank, you've got to be an idiot. This is a poor example of a counter-argument rebuttal because there's no counter-argument. Instead, you're just offending your audience. Finally, when you have your ideas, you want to craft a thoughtful counter-argument rebuttal. On the topic of global warming, one main point of people who believe global warming is a hoax is that because we have cold weather and snow and ice in certain parts of the world, global warming is not happening. So, in this example, the writer is countering that argument. Let's take a look. Some people believe that global warming is a myth because cold weather still persists. In fact, according to CNN, President Donald Trump himself stated, "Ice storm rolls from Texas to Tennessee. I'm in Los Angeles and it's freezing. Global warming is a total and very expensive hoax." This is a misconception, however. According to NASA, 2016 was the warmest year on record. So let's pull this counter-argument rebuttal apart. First, the writer is addressing the main point of the opposing side. Then they refute it with evidence that contradicts the main point. Using the counter-argument rebuttal is effective because you're directly addressing your audience's preconceived notions. You're demonstrating that you understand both sides of the issue, which is a way to use ethos. You're showing your audience that you've conducted research and that you're credible and trustworthy. Finally, you will potentially sway your audience by giving them irrefutable facts that challenge their beliefs. Consider how you can use the counter-argument rebuttal in your essay today.